Customer in Westfield got a surprise today.
That's just one of the stops we make as Western Mass News goes town by town. A very lucky Whip City Fiber customer got a big surprise this morning. In celebration of their 15,000th customer, Tom Flaherty and the team made a visit to the door of a new customer with cupcakes, balloons, and a check for a free year of fiber optic internet service.
Now to Holyoke, where the Wisteria Hearst Museum is honoring missing and murdered Indigenous women with a brand new exhibit. According to the museum, there are an estimated 4,200 missing and murder investigations that have gone unsolved, the majority of which involve women. In total, more than 1.5 million American Indian and Alaskan Native women have experienced violence in their lifetime.
And for the second year in a row, West Springfield High School has organized a unified basketball team. We're told by one of the assistant coaches that the team is made up of special education students and neurotypical students in grades 9 to 12. And the team will go up against other local towns that also have unified teams. The season opener kicked off at 3:30 this afternoon.